Welcome to Off-Grid Victory. So today here on our homestead, I wanted you to kind of look at what I like using over the winter and in the spring even, especially in the change of seasons. I find this very useful. And what is it? Well, it's mullein. And mullein can be used for a lot of things, and what we use it primarily for is just an expectorant, cough suppressant, soothing your throat, all of that good stuff. And just, you know, to drink that kind of warm tea during these kind of transitional times during the year where, you know, it's likely that you are more prone to kind of colds and flus and things like that. So mullein is very useful for that. And so here's a mullein plant. Now this is it'll go into its second year, so it hasn't shot up the seed pod, the flowering pod. So I'll wait for this plant to get that, and I'll try to spread it more around the area. As you can see, there's another mullein plant here as well. And these guys did overwinter, but it looked kind of really shabby. So yeah, you could even use it in the wintertime if you can go out there and collect it. But it is spring now, and this is when it's most vibrant, and that's when, you know, you can use the leaves. I would not use it for toilet paper because some people are allergic to it, and so yeah, you don't want to rash down there, and so don't use it for that. But in terms of drinking it for purposes of soothing your throat, to kind of get the mucus all out and moving, and your nose as well, this stuff is great. So I'm going to show you how to make a tea out of it. Now, the other thing you can do in the winter time is gather these leaves before winter and tincture it, right, with vodka, things like that. But that's probably not as beneficial because it's kind of that warm, soothing tea, you know, the moisture and the vapors that come off of it that really help you breathe. And so I would use it fresh if at all possible. So let me go ahead and show you what I do with it. So I'm going to just gather a couple leaves here. In fact, this leaf is pretty big. I'm just going to gather one. Okay, and I'm going to gather one without, here, this one has a lot of dirt and stuff. This one's pretty clean. So here, I'll show you there. It's pretty clean. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and take this leaf, and I'm going to have, let's see, I'm going to have this thing right here is my little Pyrex and my little spoon. So give me one quick second here. I want to put this down for a quick minute. So I'm going to go ahead and just cut these leaves by hand. Put it in my Pyrex. Here we go. So I just put that in my Pyrex, and I have my kettle here, and I'm going to just put some hot, scalding hot water into it. And so that was a leaf. Oh, let's see how big it was. Let's say that was about a 6-inch leaf. And I'm putting, this may be a little bit too much water, but it's okay. We're going to go ahead and do it. So I'm just putting a pint of water in here for my tea, and you can let this sit. Generally tea, you know, any kind of tea, you want to steep probably like 2 minutes or so, 3 minutes. But at any rate, while this is going, I'm going to talk more about the plant. So as it steeps, it's going to bring out all of its nutrients to you into the tea. And so, yeah, while we're waiting for that, let's talk more about this. So the mullein here, it's very soft. The way you kind of identify it is that softness. I mean, there's really nothing even close in the wild. And you can see here the back of this leaf. And so, yeah, it's pretty easy to identify. Now, it's usually going to grow in these kind of disturbed areas. So this area is where I have a road that I put in a little while ago. And so whenever the ground is disturbed, it makes it really easy for the seeds to kind of get in there and germinate. And so this has done that. It's probably flown from the wind from somewhere close nearby. I don't know exactly where, but this is the only other mullein plant that I see around here. And then you can see a whole bunch of, you know, wild onion all over the place. But at any rate, at this area is going to be great for next year because I can come back and harvest more because this is going to send out its stalk this year. So anyway, I'm going to look forward to that. So going back to the tea, when it steeps, you'll see that I don't know if you can quite see that, maybe you can, but it'll turn a slight green tinge. And so the flavor is kind of similar. I guess if you're used to drinking green tea or persimmon tea or anything that is a green leaf-based tea, it'll taste similar to that. I mean, it has kind of an earthy undertone, especially if you get dirt in it. But anyway, it's really palatable, not bad at all. I mean, yeah, you can put a little honey in there if you'd like. You can throw a couple of black tea leaves in there if you like, just to flavor it. But it's pretty, like I said, palatable on its own, just like this. So go ahead and make some of this tea for yourself, especially when you're a little bit under the weather or allergy season or transitional time during the year, to help you out, to help breathe better, to get that mucus flowing. And by the way, this is not medical advice or anything of that sort. Yeah, use it or not use it, right? So anyway, shalom to you.